up, guys? Welcome back to the SUPES channel. My name is Matthew Ramos, and on this channel, I am to entertain, inform, and inspire using the topic of discussion as always, which is superheroes. So guys, with what feels like the end of the world right now, the coronavirus has completely captivated all of our attention. The United States, just the world in general, everyone is focusing on the coronavirus and the effects it has on every single one of us. And with those effects comes the effects it has on the things we care about, such as superheroes, the movies, the shows. So in today's video, I'm going to talk about all the upcoming effects that the coronavirus will have and already has had on superhero movies and TV shows. You know, it really does feel like the end of the world with everyone freaking out and all, but you know, we can always choose to either live in fear or live in bliss and live optimistically. So, you know, starting on Monday, I'm not having school, I'm having online school, and you know, it's something that I've never really experienced, but it's something that allows me to create more videos, more content. It allows me to do more of what I love. So in a way, this whole coronavirus thing, we could either see it as a burden or a blessing. And I know it's hard to see it as a burden, but damn, I'm choosing today to see it as a blessing, as now I'm going to be able to have more time to film some content, edit content, and just have more time to do what I freaking love and interact with you guys. So anyways, the coronavirus has definitely had a massive effect on the United States. Schools are shutting down. We cannot travel to Europe. The trade, the economy's crashing. It feels like the world is ending. But on the superhero side of things, the coronavirus has definitely had some massive effects on upcoming superhero movies, shows, movies that are in production, games, and you know, it's definitely something that we have to address. Now keep in mind that this is just peanuts compared to everything else that's happening, because there are way more things that are a lot more important with the effects that this coronavirus has on the rest of the world. But we're here to talk about the things we love. We're here to talk about superheroes. So as of right now, the coronavirus has definitely affected two upcoming projects that are coming from Marvel Studios. The movie New Mutants has been delayed literally 27 freaking times, with the movie that movie was supposed to come out in 2017. Now it's gotten delayed once again because with the coronavirus happening, a lot of people are staying home. A lot of people are scared to go out and interact with other human beings. So therefore, theaters are in trouble. That's why you see a ton of movies being delayed. And one of the movies that haven't gotten delayed, thank God, but it will most likely get delayed, is Black Widow. So New Mutants was supposed to come out in April, and now it's being pushed back again. Mulan. All of the movies are getting pushed back because obviously the studios that make these movies, they want people to go see them. And obviously with theaters being crowded areas with, you know, a good amount of people don't want to go out and take that risk of contacting the coronavirus while watching a movie. So therefore, people are living in fear. No one's going to the movies. So therefore, the movie studios are pushing back their movies until we get to a solid spot where people are going back into theaters. People are going outside to public places, and the coronavirus has literally just chilled back. So New Mutants has been delayed, and Black Widow will most likely get delayed. But as of right now, it's too early to tell because Black Widow does come out towards the end of May. So we still have around a month or so. It all depends around what happens in April in terms of containing this disease. And then we'll really find out, and Marvel will make their final decision on whether or not they will finally go through with their May release for Black Widow. This disease has also halted the production of many upcoming superhero projects. It's halted the production of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, which is literally almost done. So it was like Falcon and the Winter Soldier was almost done filming, and then this disease hit, so they halted production because obviously with these major productions, it's a lot of people behind the scenes with these movies and stuff, and they don't want to take the risk of any actors or any employees contracting this virus. So Falcon and the Winter Soldier production has halted. The Flash TV show production has halted for, you know, their current season. The Batman movie, we haven't gotten word on if production has officially halted, but it most likely will, just because with all of these studios halting productions on their upcoming projects, it's most likely that Warner Brothers and DC is going to follow the same path in halting their production with the Batman that is currently shooting. So they're going to halt production, stop filming, and then wait for things to chill out, wait for the virus to kind of dissipate, and then resume filming. WandaVision was another show that was currently filming, so that will most likely get postponed. But as of right now, the Batman, the Winter Soldier, the Flash have all been postponed, and they're right now currently on a 2-week hiatus. So they're gonna wait 2 weeks. Filming and the production of these projects has stopped, and they're gonna wait 2 weeks. And after the 2 weeks are over, they're gonna reassess, and then if the coronavirus has kind of dissipated, then they will resume production on these projects. But as of right now, the Batman, the Flash, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, and WandaVision have all halted production in order to contain this virus and stop it from spreading to the employees behind these projects and the actors that play these characters. Another project that we haven't heard any confirmation or any news regarding this, but another project that will most likely be affected by this coronavirus and will be put on hold, is the development of Spider-Man 3. We know Spider-Man 3 is filming in July this summer, and July is the same month as Comic-Con, as Ace Comic-Con, and all of these big events, yet the conventions have been canceled, so there's no way to know whether or not Spider-Man 3 will be affected by this coronavirus, but I'm guessing that it most likely will, just to be on the safe side of things, because again, with a company like Disney and Marvel, they don't want to be liable for anyone contracting this disease, because that is going to make for a major lawsuit. So Spider-Man 3 will most likely inhabit the effects of previous films, and previous projects that Marvel and DC they're all dealing with right now. The Batman, the Flash, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, WandaVision, all of these projects are on a current hiatus. They are on hold, and if the coronavirus continues to get worse, then they will be on hold for more than 2 weeks. They will be on hold for longer, and that may even transition into putting Spider-Man 3 on hold, which films in July. And this all really matters because, again, with these movies being on hold, that means they're not going to be ready in time for their current release dates. So we could see, and will most likely see, some major release date changes for the majority of these projects. I mean, when you're making a movie, there's no way to predict that this crazy, powerful, crazy disease is going to come, halt the world, and literally set your release dates back. So this is something that none of these studios predicted, and that's why we'll most likely get to see the release dates pushed back, which is again all just a reaction towards the effects of this virus. And legally, these studios don't want to be liable for anything happening with their employees potentially contracting this virus. But again, I also mentioned that Comic-Con has been shut down, and E3 as well. E3 is the biggest gaming convention of the year, and we all know how massive Comic-Con is for superhero movies. Last year, Marvel unveiled their entire Phase 4 slate, and this year, DC was going to have a major year at Comic-Con, with Matt Reeves bringing the Batman to Comic-Con, and with us getting our first teaser trailer for the Batman movie, as well as the Suicide Squad movie being developed by James Gunn. These were two trailers that were confirmed to be released at Comic-Con this year, and now with Comic-Con being cancelled, we're not gonna get these trailers the way we would have gotten them if the virus never hit. But obviously the coronavirus is here, it's alive and well, and with Comic-Con being cancelled, now it's more likely to see that these studios will probably release these trailers on their own time, but it won't be in July. They'll take a step back, they'll chill out, and they'll reassess a new date that makes more sense, where more people will be able to see these trailers and more people will be able to get hyped. But obviously, it's never gonna be on the level of Comic-Con. Like, nothing's stopping Marvel from releasing a trailer for the Eternals that they would have dropped at Comic-Con. Nothing is stopping them from doing that. But damn, Comic-Con is the biggest stage all year for superhero movies, so it's more likely that they would have had a more solid plan when it comes to releasing these trailers, these announcements, instead of Marvel hosting their own event and making their own announcements. But obviously, with the cancellation of Comic-Con, it obviously holds a lot of news back, because now if I'm DC and I had a major announcement that I wanted to make at Comic-Con, now that Comic-Con's canceled, I don't know if I'm gonna make that announcement just by like tweeting it out, or like, I don't know. There's no way that DC can make the announcement the same way they would have made it if it were at Comic-Con. So now that kind of bears the question, will they make that announcement in the first place? Another major convention that has been canceled is the cancellation of E3, the biggest gaming convention of the year. And guys, I'm telling you, this would have been the best E3, because not only did you have WB Montreal announcing the Batman game, like we've gotten a bunch of rumors and a bunch of leaks that the Batman game was supposed to be announced at E3 this year, and we were all predicting it because this would have been the best time, with WB Montreal teasing the game on their Twitter, with us knowing that the game is in development. E3 would have been the place to drop that announcement. And now with E3 being canceled, we're gonna have to wait a lot longer for this announcement to come, because again, they're not just gonna tweet out, oh, the next Batman game in development. So we're gonna have to wait until they make that announcement official, and there's no way of telling when they're actually gonna make that announcement. So now we're kind of put in a state of uncertainty and not knowing when all of these major announcements that would have come with Comic-Con, E3, when are they actually gonna come? When are these studios gonna unveil this announcement that we were all so craving, or drop this trailer that we were so highly anticipating? So the Batman game was supposed to be announced at E3, and obviously we know how big E3 would have been for Marvel's Avengers, considering the fact that Marvel's Avengers comes out a month or two after E3. So E3 would have been a major place for Marvel's Avengers to start up and ramp up their hype train building towards the game's release. But again, with both of these conventions being canceled, I do think we're gonna get these announcements. Like, we all know that WB Montreal has a Batman game in development, and we will get that announcement. It's not like, oh, now because these events are canceled, they're not gonna make these announcements. Same thing with DC and their movies. Like, they're gonna drop the Batman teaser, they're going to drop the Suicide Squad teaser. It's just a matter of when. Before we had a release date, we knew they were dropping it at Comic-Con. Now, we don't know when they're gonna drop these teasers. We don't know when they're gonna drop these trailers. Same thing with Marvel, and you know what they would have dropped, or the footage they would have shown, or the trailer they would have dropped at Comic-Con for the Eternals. We don't know when that's coming. Before, we knew it was dropping at Comic-Con. Now, we don't know when it's coming. So the effects of the coronavirus have definitely shaken the superhero world, from the movies to the TV shows to the games. It's definitely taken a huge hit on the superhero genre, but guess what? We're all gonna bounce back, and you know, with all of these projects, all of these announcements kind of getting delayed, pushed back because of this virus, in order to protect from people getting from employees, actors, just more employees contracting these diseases. Everything's getting delayed, and now that kind of just makes it so much more better when we actually get to captivate ourselves in these projects, from Black Widow, the Eternals, New Mutants, Marvel's Avengers, the Batman announcement, the Batman teaser, the Suicide Squad teaser. Just all of these announcements, again, they've all been pushed back, and now that just builds more anticipation. The same way I said how the delay of Marvel's Avengers was a good thing, this, I'm choosing to see it as a damn good thing, because now my anticipation, my excitement is gonna build. And guess what? When we finally get our hands on these projects, when we finally get to consume these movies, these games, these TV shows, it's going to be so much more satisfying than it would have been if it weren't for this coronavirus. So let me know what you guys think about all of this news in the comment section down below. And let me know, how is the coronavirus affecting you? Me, I'm transferring over to online school starting next week. So it's definitely gonna be a new change, something I've never done before, but I'm choosing to see it as a blessing, as now I have more time for content, editing, filming, and just doing more of what I freaking love. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure to hit that bell notification on my channel to get notified when I post these videos, as well as head over to wearesupes.com to cop your merch, as a portion of those sales will go to helping those people in need. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.